Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. It hasn't been that long. I feel like it's been almost a week maybe, or maybe it has been a week since I posted. In the last video I talked about how I started a new job, so I've kind of just been getting in the flow of that. But I just really felt called to come on here tonight and give you guys a channeled message. I feel like there's a lot of reminders from Spirit about anchoring down your truth, or anchoring Spirit down into the physical form or into the mundane. And I also feel like if you're watching this collective, you are very luminous right now. People are really seeing you in your essence. They're really seeing you for who you are right now, collective, and they very well may be voicing that. And it could be like random people or friends, family, partners, things like that. Like, people are really starting to see and feel your energy very potently, and they're kind of basking in being in your presence right now. Spirit, I was gonna say Spirit, it's like you are like a physical interpretation or representation of Spirit, the great Spirit of this essence that we all come from. And it was interesting, I say essence. I wanted to shuffle this deck first and get the energy of the essence of what this reading would be. So yeah, I think we should just jump right in. I'm gonna do a quick singing bowl clearing, because actually I could get my tuning fork, because it's a little less loud and it's very well, that was definitely loud, but I just like this one better. We can't forget our sound cleansing, our sound healing. So my intention for this reading is for messages for your highest good to come through for the collective. I also just ask Great Spirit, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, please protect this reading with the highest form of protection. Protect all of those who watch this reading. Surround them with a cloak of divine protection. Surround me and my home and everyone watching this with divine protection, and may energies and messages come through for the highest good of the collective watching this video, Spirit. There's also an energy, as I was writing down, kind of channeling what this reading would be about. Let me go skip this ad really quick. Alright, it's crazy. It's like some of the videos don't have ads, but some of them do. So, it gives us a little moment. But where was I? So before I started filming, I was writing down in my journal, kind of asking Spirit what messages needed to come through. And just off the bat, there's this energy of Spirit calling a lot of us forward to fully embody our soul's purpose or our soul's truth. So it's like Spirit is like saying, are you going to stay in the old patterns or stay in your comfortability, or are you going to allow yourself to bloom, to be free in your essence, to allow your energy to pour into this earth, into this realm? And there's also that message of whatever you do, choose to stay in the old or to move into newness and release old energies. It seems like no matter what, your soul is still finding evolution. There's still growth and learning to be done, whether if you stay put or move into a new timeline. So no matter how many cycles, how many times we go through cycles, no matter how many times we go in circles, we're still finding some sort of wisdom in that. There's still some sort of lesson to be learned, because you wouldn't be going around in circles if you hadn't had more to learn from the situation that is in your life right now. All right, so we have calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation. And I'm drawn to these antlers. It reminds me of the stag. So let's see what this one means. The High Priestess of Light brings her deeper powers of healing energy to the earth and to your life. The elk antlers she wears on her golden crown acts as an antenna. They receive guidance and power from the universal light, which she then channels into the earth and waters below. Her peaceful intentions are of balance and alignment, and she brings peace to the planet. She also calls you to calm the waters within your own life. It's time for you to take an honest look at your daily energy. Are things too hectic for you to maintain a calm approach to your tasks? You may feel you have no control, but you can and must regulate a pace of your everyday activities, always devoting some time to your personal or to your own peaceful priorities. The waters of life run deep, and there are often deeper personal lessons than you may be aware of. You do have the ability to be self-directed, set boundaries, create balance, and stay calm and spirit-centered or spirit-connected, even in the middle of personal or professional storms, in the face of the unending and sometimes frantic demands of life. This card is telling you to stop and trust in the unwavering truth of your soul's universal connection. Your peaceful yet profound faith will calm the swirling waters and bring blessed resolutions that you desire. And this is interesting because I posted a TikTok earlier, like a couple hours ago, about how the message was bringing the divine into the mundane. So whether you're working or you're going to school or you're doing something that is repetitive, there's an energy of bringing the peaceful connection to spirit down into the earth and anchoring that, keeping that connection with these antlers. It's like there's an antenna here that you're always connected to. And I think Spirit's really calling for the collective to allow themselves to embody that energy and to remember that energy even in those moments of chaos, or even in those moments of the mundane, or the day-to-day, the errands, or the things that you just have to do to keep things going, you know what I mean? But you have this ability to anchor spirit, to anchor the divine into what could seem like the most non-magical experience, like working a 9-to-5. It's like your energy right now, collective, is very much potent with that love, potent with that connection to spirit. You have a sacred remembrance about you in your energy, your field, your aura, and it radiates from you. People can really feel that right now, because you've learned a peaceful self-regulation. You've learned how to calm the waters within yourself. And going back to the message whenever I first started about how you could either choose to redo a cycle or stay in the past or move forward to the future, I feel like there's an energy of allowing a calm and peaceful kind of push forward. I think you're very connected to spirit. You're very connected to your inner wisdom, your inner truth, the things that you know that you need to be doing right now. And I think you're also creating a, like I said, a peaceful or a calming movement forward. So I don't feel like you're going to be repeating a cycle. I mean, obviously that's up to you, and everything happens at its time. This reading is timeless. So, but I just feel like you're moving forward with a quiet confidence, with a courageous energy. Spirit, what can you tell the collective? What are the messages for the collective? What is the essence of this reading, Spirit? What is the essence of this reading? Yeah, sacred action. Guys, so it looks like you're not going to be staying in an old cycle anymore. It feels like you're very much focused on the path ahead, the path that you're meant to be embarking on. So that does go to the message that I got before. Yeah, it feels like you've almost risen from the ashes of your old self, and now you're kind of you're lighting your pathway forward, and you're taking action where action is needed, even if it's something that is boring or mundane, or it's just something that you feel like you need to be doing right now, because you have a deeper wisdom about it. It's like, this path will bring me closer to my soul's purpose, or I must take this step to kind of get me in the doorway of this experience that'll bring me closer to my soul's purpose. It's like, I think you're being very quiet, but also very like what is the word I'm looking for? You're very, it's not decisive, it's like calculated. Not in a bad way. I think you're just being very calculated about your journey, because you are very tapped into spirit. So when spirit lights up a pathway for you, even if you don't fully understand where it's going to go, you know it's connected to your soul's purpose and where you're actually meant to be. And so you're taking these actions, these steps forward, and you're being very like calculated and focused, because it seems like you're very trusting in what spirit is pulling you toward, and you know that the pathway forward is like I said, ultimately leading you to something greater, something in alignment with you. You could also be making new friends, connecting with other beings, other souls that you haven't connected with before in this life, at least. And that could also be another way that you are creating momentum, because I feel like the people you're meeting right now are also connected to your soul's purpose. Like, maybe you're meant to teach them something, or they're meant to teach you something, or there's just an energy that the people you're meeting right now are going to be on your path to your soul's purpose. They might even be involved in a craft that you create, or a class that you start. Spirit, what is the essence of this reading for the collective? Touching earth, planting something new. See, there's something, I don't want to say there's something brewing. I feel like there's something that you've already began taking action to that has been very divinely guided. You've kind of created this peaceful energy within yourself to where you're able to hear spirit and have like a clear antenna or a clear radio frequency, radio station to spirit. And it's helped you to take actions that are in alignment with you, that are pushing you more toward your divine purpose. Yeah, it's definitely planting something. It's almost like the more that you take these actions, it's like the more your aura unlocks. Like, I'm getting like next level aura unlocked, the color purple, or next color unlocked in aura rainbow, illuminance. Like, it's like you're unlocking different things as you're moving forward, as you're taking these actions with spirit as your guide. It's like you're not roaming around in the dark anymore. You have some sort of light kind of guiding you, and that's because you've you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of self-regulation, and you've done a lot of inner work. The message I also got before I started filming was, divine being, you've walked this path before and you will walk this path again. It's like you've been here before, collective. You've experienced these energies before. It's not your first time at the rodeo. You've lived multiple lives. You've had multiple different incarnations in different realms. And it's like you're almost like calling all of those soul fragments back into this one timeline. And it's allowing you to really have a clear path to your divine purpose. It's like it's not as murky as it was before, or it's not foggy, or you can't see it. You're not blocked by illusion anymore, because you've connected to that oneness, and now you're taking action that's not just for a specific outcome, or doing it for the enjoyment or not enjoyment, for the acceptance of others. It's like you're taking sacred action. This sacred, the word sacred, is very important, because it's not something that comes from a place of illusion. It's something that comes from a place of wisdom. It comes from a place of light, of clear, like of clearness, of clarity. And it's planting something new that is very beautiful. It connects to your personal power. It connects to your life force. So I'm going to read the Touching Earth card, because I feel like there's a message here. The law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is always at work in your life, and this card is telling you to bring a greater consciousness to the casual seeds you are planting in your energetic field. The angel of the rainbow is sending a full spectrum of light and color to nourish your highest intentions and help them grow. And you can use her assistance to cultivate the destiny you desire. It's time to consider the garden of your dreams and take action that will produce beautiful blossoms and a bountiful harvest. Is there a new project you have yet to begin, an image or an idea just forming in your mind? These seeds of inspiration are blessings from the universe, and you are the gardener being called to bring them into fruition. Guys, do you hear that? Sacred action. You're being called. If you haven't already, I feel like you might have already began planting the seeds of some sort of path, or even just you've seen it. Spirit has dropped those seeds into your mind. But yeah, you're being called to take action, to plant the seeds of your future. So on a practical level, this card could indicate some new or increasing activity in the natural world. You may be creating an actual garden for yourself, a place where you can draw on a peaceful energy of the earth. You may even consider opening a flower shop or pursuing a career in a field related to agriculture, horticulture, or the like. You might also find yourself volunteering to clean up the environment, plant trees, or help Mother Earth in some way. Always remember to plant the seeds of optimism, self-love, and belief in every goal and every idea of your life, for out of that energetic garden grows expanding joy. Yeah. It's time to take action. It's time to really pour out. It's like we get this beautiful experience of having spirit drop into this physical form, and it's like, what way are you going to choose to experience this life of creation? What are you going to pour into this realm while you're here for this short moment in time? Okay. Then we got portal on the bottom. Things are really changing. Things are really taking, it's like things are taking root in your mind and in the physical. You are being called to take action to plant these seeds, because I think that you've already seen it, and you've got spirit as your guide here that's protecting your movements, protecting your actions, because you're moving from a place that does not have illusion around it. even if you're scared to begin this new endeavor, it's like there's still a trusting in spirit. There's still an energy of being able to calm your storm if that comes up, or calm your ego if your ego wants to stay in the safety net. You're like reminding yourself again and again of, of the path that you're embarking on, and it's very beautiful, collective. So Spirit, what can you tell the collective moving forward in this new action that they're taking? What can you tell the collective moving forward as they are planting this new seed? Yeah, it's like it's interesting, calming the waters, and then we have the moon with this water energy here. I think there's an energy of being able to connect deeply into your inner mind, to your patterns, to your habits, to the things that you do, the things that you are kind of feeding yourself in a way. But I think you're learning how to regulate these moments. And this also gives the energy of there's something that there's like an illusion that's being illuminated. The moon is illuminating deep inner things, and it's like allowing you this chance to alchemize and regulate and calm the waters of yourself, so that you can take this sacred action and plant this new energy and create a safe environment, create a stable, grounded, peaceful, safe, warm energy in your life. I think this is the energy that you're exuding too, collective. It's like it feels like you are a safe space for people to be around. With this calming waters and the King of Pentacles, it's like you have this very calming presence, collective. It feels very safe, very warm, very very grounded, very connected. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective's highest good? I was drawn to this again, the planting something new, and it's interesting we get the Page of Pentacles, because it's literally about planting something new, something taking root and growing. So yeah, there's something in the physical that it's like I said at the beginning, anchoring spirit down into the physical. So it's like this sacred action that you're taking, it's not just something that's happening. It's like you're fully bringing spirit, you're bringing the divine into the physical. You're bringing that into the physical realm. You're planting something from the spiritual realm into the physical realm, and it is taking root. It's illuminating so much within you. It also could be illuminating things in other people as well, but it's like a safe, like it's like a soft illumination. It's like you're giving people this opportunity to, they see you in this energy. You're very focused, you're regulated, you're moving toward things very quickly, or things are moving toward you as well. Spirit, what is this energy? Yeah, I think that whatever it is that you're planting, it's taking root quicker than you even realize, and it's gonna bring a lot of balance, a lot of stable energy. Like I feel like you might even have been you've been going inwardly for so long with this self-regulation, with this moon energy. You've been going into the depths of yourself for so long. It's like you're ready to take this action. It's like these plants are ready, these seeds are ready to be planted. And I feel like once you take that step, it's gonna be quicker than you realize. These things are gonna blossom quicker than you realize. Yeah, look at this. You're gonna blossom. Spirit, what can you tell the collective about this energy that they're moving into? The Nine of Swords. What? So I feel like in the past where, or even in the moments where you're in that deep, anxious, fearful energy, where your ego kind of starts up again, where your fears kind of start up again, and all these energies start barking and barking and yelling and yelling. It's like there's this wise energy, this light, this antenna to spirit, where spirit is like with you on every step of the way. I think that's a reminder, collective, to remember in your darkest and your lowest moments that you can still anchor spirit. It's like you are this portal, a portal to death and rebirth. You have the power to rise from the ashes. I got the energy of a caterpillar, so it's like you can go within your cocoon and bloom again and again and again and again, and you have. Yeah, there's an energy of like, you need to keep dreaming, you need to keep this inner illumination alive. Keep reminding yourself, if you have to literally tell yourself in the mirror, like, that you're capable. Like, I feel like you wouldn't even need to do that, because you have this constant connection to spirit. Spirit's always kind of being that protective shield over all of this noise. And they're like, okay, you still have this pathway forward. You still need to look at the horizon, look to the horizon, take the sacred steps, take the actions that you need to take. Illuminate yourself. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of emotions that are kind of awakening within you right now, collective. There's like a heart awakening. There's a fire that's burning within you, and I think it's burning through all of the distortion, so that you can really keep taking these steps. Like with this energy, with the sacred action, with these cards, it's like you see behind her there's this illumination, or there's this like protection energy. And I think that's like a reminder to you that you're, even in the midst of chaos, you're still capable. You just have to remember to find your center again. Go back into your heart space. Breathe deeply into your being. Because it's inwardly that you find that kind of illumination, that connection to spirit, that antenna. Sometimes the frequency, the radio station can get groggy, or it skips or something, and that's your connection to spirit. But I think the more that you tap in, that noise will kind of quiet down, and you'll get to the core message. Spirit, what is the message for the collective? Yeah, look at this. The sun. Strength. Death and rebirth. We got the Hermit, the Chariot, and the Nine of Wands. And the Ten of Cups at the bottom. Don't forget how strong you are. I think your inner fire, it burns so bright that all you have to do is really breathe inwardly, like go inward, and you'll find the answers that you're looking for. You'll find that safe space. There's a lot of change happening right now, collective. I think that there's an energy of needing to let your old self die away. Let that old version of you kind of fall away and rise from the ashes. Because you're not the same person that you were before, collective. And even if these old belief systems or these old anxieties want to come forth, it's like you've illuminated yourself enough. You have a connection to spirit enough to know what is true and who you actually are. Those old frequencies or those old beliefs or those old chitter chatters. They're not who you are. And I think you're realizing that they were never who you were, even when you even thought that you were. All right, Spirit, what else can you give the collective? I think you should have patience with yourself, but also remember that things are going to happen quicker than you even realize. Don't expect things to happen like this, but they might. Just have patience with yourself as you're kind of creating something from nothing, as you're going outside of the walls of, you know, these old stories. Yeah, the seed. There's something new here. Spirit's offering you an opportunity for new growth, to take this portal into this new reality, this new timeline. The Maiden. Interesting. August could be significant. Spirit, one more card for the collective, please. One more card. The Mirror. There was another message whenever I was channeling before, and it was about the energy of how separation is an illusion, and how we always seem to see ourself and then another. It's like yourself and other. We separate ourselves from another, and it's always going to be you, talking to you, looking at you, loving you, hating you, laughing with you. It's like every single time you're looking into the eyes of another, it's always going to be you looking back at you. And I think when you've already come into this realization that it's all you looking back at you, whether it be a tree, another human, an animal, another animal. And I think that kind of humbled you in a way. I'm going to read the Maiden. So the Maiden, the Virgin, the Princess, the Innocent. The Maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She's compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She's the first archetype in the trifecta of the Maiden Mother Crone, and rightfully so, because she has oh so much to learn. The Maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. There was also that energy whenever I was writing down what this would be about. There was the energy of you're in the next phase, or you've completed a phase. So I feel like you've kind of either crossed the threshold, or you're at the threshold of this like new evolution. And Spirit's like, are you going to walk through that door? Are you going to take this journey? Because I think you might have a fear of how people perceive you, but after realizing that it's all you, it might have given you a new outlook, and giving you kind of a new confidence to be able to move forward. Because if it's you looking at you, then what do you have to worry about? All you need to do is shine your light and take the sacred action to plant these new seeds, to bring in this new energy. Okay? So what is this energy about, Spirit? It's about you realizing that you are capable. I think you're very connected to Spirit, You have a lot more wisdom than you might give yourself credit for, but I feel like it's like you're very humble, Collective. You're very humble in this work that you've done. But now it's like Spirit's like, okay, we're gonna like gas you up. You take these steps, guys. You about to see you about to see. You're at the threshold, or you've moved past the threshold of your old self, of your old naiveties, and you're kind of in this new wise energy. You're self-regulated, you're courageous, you're passionately lit up, you're kind of illuminating through your fears, keeping your heart center, allowing your inner fire to shine, and you're taking the necessary steps, planting the necessary seeds to pull in this new reality. Okay? Yeah, I think you might be moving away, or you might have already moved away from something that didn't feel like it was in alignment with you, so that you could take this sacred action, this sacred step forward into bringing this new energy into your life, Collective. So I think that's where I'm going to stop for now. I hope this reading gave you some insight. Literally, the whole message here is sacred action. It's time. Take the step. Let Spirit be your guide. You are protected, you are illuminated, and you are successful. All right? Let go of the old. Rise from the ashes of your old self. And shine, my love, shine. So yeah, I hope that this reading gave you some insight, gave you some wisdom, gave you some sort of reminder that you might have needed to move forward in this next phase of your life, and anchoring Spirit down and pouring out your light and connecting to your soul's purpose, your soul's radiance. All right? So thank you for watching. As always, peace and blessings are manifesting, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!